What made you laugh the hardest in your entire life? Told the story before, but it's still one of my favorites. Small child, maybe 4 years old, is running with 2 2-liter bottles of soda, maybe it was root beer. Lots of bouncing already. Then she trips, bottles go flying and she face plants. She lifts her head up to cry. And just then, at that perfectly timed moment, the cap blows off one of the bottles into her face, spraying her with soda and foam. Her mother runs over, still pushing the shopping cart for some reason, and naturally, slips on the other soda and, trying to catch herself, grabs the side of the shopping cart. She and cart tip over. A bag of flour explodes and covers the sticky child. All of this was done with the precision of a 1940s comedy short. It was really impressive. And sadly, I did not get to film it. One of my coworkers is an older Russian lady who moved to the US around 20 years ago, and at work when someone complains about something she often jumps in with, "You have no idea. You never lived in Soviet Russia." And then proceeds to tell some bizarre story that definitely tops whatever the original complaint was. She's great. Your coworker reminded me of a Russian friend of mine. He's very smart, cool, and a buff dude. I once asked him what's Russia like, and he said to not believe in American propaganda because Russia's a very fun place. He said every Friday night, they would go out drinking in clubs, fight in underground fight clubs, and try to pick women up. He was completely serious about the fight clubs. I think it's very funny looking back, because he's trying to dispel the Russian stereotype, but he kind of proved that they are indeed hardcore. My friend is from Japan. One time, she was trying to say I was sitting on the bed, and instead she said, "I crapped the bed." I knew what she had meant to say, but I started laughing uncontrollably, something that was not helped by her yelling, "No no 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 no," upon realizing she had royally freaked up that sentence. My mom had a Japanese coworker who would always come over and bring us snacks. This one time she brought us these sweet apples, and she was trying to suggest we eat them with peanut butter. "Kyoko, you mean peanut butter?" "Yes, peanut butter." I had to leave the room. My 12-year-old self did not have the maturity to handle her accent. But neither did my 45-year-old dad. Standing on the sidewalk next to one of those metal electrical boxes. My little sister is standing between me and the box, facing me. She shouts "Stagger IT!" and spins around to run away at a full sprint. She slams into the box just like Wile E. Coyote running into a wall. I have never laughed so hard in my life. The people passing by afterward just saw a 6-year-old crying next to an adult laughing her butt off uncontrollably on the ground. Eventually I composed myself and picked her up and told her she'll be alright. I felt so bad, but dang if I wasn't suppressing giggles the whole way home. It was in summer this year actually. There was a middle-aged couple walking in front of me with ice creams. The guy obviously didn't see the step ledge on the floor coming up and tripped over it. As he tripped over, his flailing arm shoved the ice cream right onto an oncoming child's forehead. The ice cream cone stayed in place for a couple of seconds before it slid off. The kid looked like a freaking unicorn. I was literally crying with laughter and it was so hard to compose myself. You had to be there, but the funniest scene of events ever. My friends from high school and I decided to have a man night one night. We're all female. So it was, dressed like a dude, and rent a porno. We were all 18 plus, but no one had ever really watched a porno before. So we go to the adult store, and dear God, we were giggling nonstop. One of us is brave enough to actually rent the movie and we're making everyone else in that store so uncomfortable. So we leave, and watch this movie. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but there were freaking outtakes. Oh dear God, we were laughing so much. It was absolutely hysterical. There was some patriotic music overlaying the scene on a beach. It was absurd. Like 9 to 10 years ago, I was at a stoplight with my friend after gorging ourselves nearly to death at a CC's Pizza. We were in a lane to turn left, and a few cars up going straight was stopped as well. Suddenly, the back window rolls down and this like 13-year-old kid sticks his head out the window, looks into the driver's mirror, and starts professionally sucking the biggest imaginary dick you've ever seen. Like he was going to freaking town. Me and my friend are in tears, hyperventilating, we're laughing so hard. He stops abruptly, turns and looks straight at us, still laughing hysterically, and gives us this like of "Who the heck are you to laugh at me?" for like 20 seconds. And then goes back to sucking that imaginary dick. This went on for maybe a minute and a half, and we were crying the whole 30 minutes drive home. I still judge funny things on a scale of 1 to kid sucking imaginary dick at a stoplight.